Hello, friends. Host Eric here. Who's talking to the fans, people? Before Courtchester can bust my chops, I'm going to close that door. It's right out the gate here. So, hi, philosophical thinker.
Hey.
You're number one. Apparently.
First one in the chat.
Yeah. So you should be chanting that right now. You should be saying, I'm number one. I'm number one. Sheila, however, is number two.
Well, first is the worst, second is the best. Third is one of the hairy chests, Isaiah Rude.
Mm-hmm. I'm working on testing this hypothesis I have of the interaction and functions of the program. Okay. But then this life stream distracted. Well, we could muse comically about the notion of functions interacting between each other in the program. What kind of program is it? Is it the kind of program you get when you go to a play? Or a baseball game?
Mm-hmm.
That would be confusing if it were. Hi, April.
Is it a program that you watch?
Is it? It's King Krishna Sarmapagoo. Hi, King Krishna Sarmapagoo.
We're good.
We're good. We had kind of a long day. We've been at a debate tournament. Rachel is incredibly nice and sweet and didn't complain about going to the debate tournament with me and was nice all day. And you're a wonderful person. And I appreciated you going. You got to see me in my professional element a little bit.
Yeah. It was nice.
Thank you, Sheila.
Oh, thank you, Sheila. It's a top actually. Thank you.
Yeah, I made it myself.
Yeah.
I wove it out of native grasses. It's remarkably cotton-like, but this is all native grasses.
It's, yeah. And
wove it out of sage and willow. Yeah, you can just the green part's the sage and the other part's the willow. I know I didn't weave it out of pastrami, Peter Dicci. That's ridiculous. No philosophical thinker. I did not actually make it this clothing at all. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Well,
I was just telling a Joke. Sheila, April, Rachel, Eric, PT. That's 5 of us. Top of the high. Top of the hat. Oh, you were playing along. As you would in miniature golf. Yeah, she proved it. It's a top.
But he didn't say it was made by the debater skins.
Top hat. Hi, Peter Dentici, says April. Tip of the hat. Tip of the hat to you too, Peter Dentici. Tip of the hat. Building 7 won't go away. Building 7 makes me say, hey, maybe there's some bullshit today. Building 7 won't go away.
Hey, Countess.
Countess is here. How you doing, Countess? Are you ready for some football? Some Monday night party. It's pumpkin pie season as well.
It is. It is.
Well, I would say I'm doing medium. I should be doing better given all the glorious blessings of the slabs, but I'm a little disappointed from the results of today's debate tournament. Oh, which football team? I think my football team is already done playing, perhaps. I don't know. I'd have to check the scores, but I favor USC over Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah, they were playing.
They already played, huh?
I don't know.
Let me see. I will check to see if the game is over. Let me first go to Google News. Put sports. And let's find out what's going on in the world of sports. Well, let's see. I'm going to have to be a little more specific than that, I guess. USC Notre Dame. Let's find out what's going on. At the end of the it's the fourth quarter, looking good for USC. Not looking good at all. Sorry about the buffering. Hopefully getting rid of that other tab will help. Buffering, go away. Come again some other day when buffering is more desired than now. Like on Buffering Wednesday for perhaps. Well, it says I'm buffering, but I still see people's chats going through, no problem. My connection. I don't see any audio though.
Oh, from us?
Yeah. Mic check. Mic check. Can you get anybody hear me? I have a question for the people here. You can hear me. Can you hear me talk about the moistness of my feelings? Okay, good. So here's the thing. I came up with a equation today. It's Fi equals Si plus bashfulness plus boner. And there you have it. That explains everything you need to know about Fi. Don't think I'm gullible, Countess, says philosophical thinker indignantly. You shouldn't have said the thing you said after you said you were an ESTJ. It's very difficult to read a person's intent over text. You shouldn't have said the thing you said after. Whatever it was. You shouldn't have said it, okay? Mike Hart.
Hey, Mike Hart.
Konnichiwa, Mike Harty-kun. If I'm Fi equals Si plus bashfulness plus arousal, okay? Because you gotta have the bashfulness element in there. Otherwise, it's just lust. Well, and then it becomes friendship, I guess.
Bashfulness.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about how you said Socionics only establishes correlates, or I think you said that, but you are sure SE is impression for that we've seen so many SE downs be influential. Well, that's the thing. SE downs will probably be influential, or will be broken. There's an urge for them to want to impact, right? So because there's an urge for them to want to impact, the things they do are impactful. That's natural. But it's not the same thing as being force and pressure. People who views SE clearly as force and pressure? NTPs. NTPs are also the same people who came up with Socionics.
Yeah.
Yeah, bashfulness plus boner plus SI Rye-Rye. So basically it's Rye-Rye plus boner plus bashful equals FI. Especially INPs view them as forcefulness, for sure. So, but the point is, ENTPs do too. I don't like SE being imposed in ways that disrupt the cart of my any ideation. I'm still thinking about what I'd like to do and how I'd like to do it, and somebody else starts doing it first. It disrupts what I'm doing. It seems as forceful. It seems, So you got to remember, in Socionics, you still have a display of a fair amount of function bias in the system. I think. I don't think that. I think Socionics is skewed towards NTPs.
It somehow doesn't help them.
Well, what I'm saying is not really skewed towards. What I'm saying is it's reflective of an NTP's frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
It's not saying. I'm not saying that like they're intentionally. The people who make Socionics forever intentionally trying to favor NTPs or make NTPs look better or something like that. I'm not saying that. It's reflective of that fundamental bias, and it didn't really take into account because it doesn't begin from the right point either. If it began from the right point, it would ask questions like, well, what exactly is it doing with informationally? Is it putting information? Is it receiving it? Is it getting it? Is it interfacing with the dynamic system or something else or whatever, right? I gotta go get another one of these non-alcoholic beers. Do you need another one as well, Rachel?
I'd like one,
Would
yes.
you like to try the Bitburger kind?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Rachel, can you hold down the port?
Hi, Octavia Silva. Sure. What the fuck's Rye-Rye? And hello there. I'm glad that you got the tarot cards. I'm happy to hear that. Do you know which ones you bought? And I'm curious as to where you bought them to. NT and Daryl are often seen as awesome people. Yeah. They are. It was interesting reading that my brother was my conflictor. I'm an INTP. He's an ESFP. And explains so much of my past interactions with my brother. It's good to know. eBay, cool. I was thinking about you, Sheila, today. I forget what prompted me. Love you too, Fenty Deluxe. Oh, the tower cards. You have tower cards too. The tower is actually a personal card for me because it's number 16 and my birthday is 1/16. So thank you very much.
Our food's going to be ready probably almost now, maybe 5 more minutes.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. King Krishna Sarma Pagu. My bro is an ICJ, and I hate when he brings years-long incidents into argue along. I know what you're talking about. They're called the Soul's Journey Lesson. They seem pretty epic. That's cool. That's a lot of spiritual stuff there. eBay's Entrepreneurs Bay. Really, PT? That's so cool. I never knew that. I just thought it was like exchange something. I never really thought about it. Wow, 11 pounds. I wonder what that is. I think it would be more in dollars. So nicely done. My ICJ ISFJ best friend does that stuff too, LOL. And then she'll get mad at me for not remember what she's talking about too. Yeah. They like attention for what they're talking about. They like attention when they're talking. ISTJs. Rachel, do you have tips for dating an ISFJ girl? What's your type, Maxi Kempf? That does something, but ISFJ girls are actually pretty. They're gonna wanna bake, and they're more comfortable staying home. They like traditions. Family's huge with ISFJs, huge. So get to know their parents or ask questions about her family. She might cook as well. So you could ask about that. INFP. I had a relationship with one for 2 years. Okay. So I would say use your imagination to come up with like crafty things that ISFJs like, which is like they love crafts. You could bake. INFJs and ISFJs baking would be really good. Anything with art. eBay actually stands for electronic bay. Cool, PT. Mexican, make sure you let her know how aroused you are all the time. Oh, Countess, it's the SGD. What does Countess? What does SGD stand for? Yeah, Octavia Silver. Yeah, super aggressive. Like we're taking charts all the time. Do you have a spiritual practice or anything regarding self-development? Just curious. This question is open to anyone here. That's a great question. So I actually just recently, 2015, got into spiritual practice. And one of the best things that helped me was meditation. And you can do that easily on YouTube. There's a lot of guided meditations and just music. The subliminal as well. They all help. So, play around with it. Meditation is a good one. Hi, Midnight Blue. Oh, so it's so SGD support. So it's $5.30 in Singapore. I don't know how much it is here. So in Singapore it's $7.20. Okay. Yeah, Sheila. The definition for MBTI and Socionics is totally different. I think ISFP is actually ISFJ, and ISFJ is ISFP. I don't fucking know. I don't know why. It's the way that they think, which makes the judgments or the perception. Wow. Oh, hello there. That's really interesting. Do you think insecurity is rooted in sexuality? I don't think it's rooted in sexuality, but it can add to it. Yeah, it is expensive. Insecurity is a belief in the lack that you're not already secure. It is. It's true. What? Peter? You paid $3 at Safeway? That's great. That's a really good price for Florida's natural grapefruit juice. Hey, it's here. Yeah, introverts are switched in Socionics. So I sub P are I sub J, and another name for it is, yeah, ESI. Yeah. He is out back grilling. He'll be back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the first function, yeah, the slots. Maybe in a parallel reality, the MBTI for referred as FNGJ. Yeah, it is. And it's here. A 3 liter is around $5 in New Zealand. Is that New Zealand? Yeah, he's cooking me. He's coming in with me right now.
It might still be a little rare.
Okay.
So we're gonna let's let it rest about 5 minutes and then cut into it and see. And if it's still too rare, I'll put them back on.
Okay.
But let it rest a bit before we cut into it. There's some steaks. Steaks are nature's finest vegetables. Wait, I have to get my beer, which I left outside.
It is. Well, I'm coming. Ooh. So what happens when you press your finger in it? Where's pink? Like really, it's all pink.
If it's super squishy, it's not done. It's not super squishy.
It smells good.
It's done. Yeah, it's done.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's done.
I'm gonna go all over it. Until it's ready to eat.
Cool.
So okay. So one of the things that's also involved in FI is taking satisfaction in being helpful to the other person. Like, I like cooking for Rachel. I like trying to make her happy and stuff, you know. Gives me a lot of satisfaction. I think that's part of FI too.
I didn't know horse mumbler. I always have mine like medium rare. Oh my gosh, this smells so good.
We've got a little bit of medium too, so not well.
Yeah, it's not.
I say it's medium well.
Yeah, yeah.
Not medium rare, but not well done. So anyway, I find a weird attentional manner that I kind of heretofore have perhaps dismissed unfairly as either just laughing or angry. Or fussy. Okay, I basically reduced FI heretofore to laughing, angry, and fussy.
Laughing, angry, fussy.
Yeah, but there's other FI, very good FI, very like juicy, like it's got its own kind of Rye-Rye. And it's a good FI. It's like, oh, moisture, you know. It is actually pretty pink on the inside.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
On the thicker part of it.
Mm.
I cooked this on indirect heat the whole time. It was never directly over the heat, but in the middle between two lines of coals. I do try to understand it, but well, today I had some FI related issues of some sort. Right at the end of the tournament, you know, mostly having to do with my kid not really doing as well as I would have thought he was going to do. Or as well as I'd hoped anyway. He won 2 rounds and lost 2 rounds, you know. It's actually rather rare in the middle. It's such thick steaks is why. But you know what? Regular is still perfectly good. It's kind of like prime rib because let's taste it. It's kind of like grass being gluttonous quality FI, but it's wholesome somehow at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm extremely attached to Rachel, like really attached to her. Like little stretch of time where I'm not around her, I go, oh, I want to be around Rachel.
Mm.
It's an oddly kind of debilitating, but like pleasantly debilitating kind of thing that happens. I'm putting mine back on the pod for a little bit.
Yeah?
You put yours back on too?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to the middle of anything.
It's
I
too rare.
see. Oh.
Try to give mine some direct heat.
Yeah.
You want to take yours too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea. Mm. Does FI Dom like Sheila feel like all or nothing? It's good to know, Midnight Blue. Like, Well, I feel like is that like with like romance? It's so strange. It's interesting. Like I think about INFPs a lot, and I refer back to like when I was a teen, and I feel like at some point I heard about INFPs and how it's like I felt it. Like I felt like I was especially when I was like dating, I would feel like everything in rose-colored glasses. And like the next time, I would be like in my room, like crying because we like broke up, and like I'd stay home from school, and like I'd get out of it and stuff. But it was all the feels. I'm FI-DOM as an EFNP, aren't I? I'd have to talk to Eric about that. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, Midnight Blue. I'm glad you see that it relates, because I related to that time a lot. Oh, that's a great idea. Hello there. Yeah. But then I can go back to the ideal somehow. Usually, and can take a long time for a new ideal, it seems. Oh, she like grew up with the Smiths. I would love to see my shows on the big screen. What shows are you watching, Angantier? And maybe one day you'll have a movie theater in your home, and you can watch the TV shows that you like on a movie theater screen.
That should be better.
Oh, thank you. Is there bacon on this? No, it's just really good. No, I thought like it's just really good. The outside skin tastes like goodness.
Okay, so important matters of the day. What is FI? Why is it different than it used to be? Well, it's a feeling of dampness deep in your bones.
I love bacon, kind of.
Yesterday, Rachel and I split a pound of bacon for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite good.
It was. It was very good.
Mike Hart informed us that his INFP sent him an apology letter today. Kind of shocked you. Right. Well, I know I'd be shocked to get such a letter from my ex. I'd be absolutely stunned.
So good. Hello there. Good idea with the projector for the phone. I forget about that. Delicious. It's so juicy.
It's not as good as the taste my dad got it, right? Those tastes pretty damn good.
Oh my god, whoa, that was delicious. Well, look at your dad's like. I'm not even comparing.
The thing is, I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm thinking about going and getting me and Rachel steaks. I can get steaks for you and Mom too, and I would pick up barbecue and steak. And he's like, okay, that sounds good. I'm like, I'll get steaks. He's like, well, I'll get the side dishes. I'm like, okay, I'll get steaks. You get the side dishes. And then by the time we got back to the store, he had gone out and gotten like super expensive steaks, like way better than any steaks I was gonna buy, right? And so we got back. He's like, you know, he's like, well, you can look at both steaks and you choose which one you want to use. Like, not my steaks. These steaks look fantastic.
Yeah, he was like, boom. How about these steaks?
You could like barrel fucking $20, like
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And we were looking for something nice too, but they didn't have it.
Well, I mean, I thought we got it. That was something nice, but not super expensive.
Exactly.
They had this 4-pack of steaks. We got good steaks.
You did.
And they're pretty good. You know, they are good steaks. But they're not like the ridiculously expensive steak my dad bought. Remember, they're good. If that's how my dad wants to beat me, go for it. You can beat me all the time. Isaiah Root, right on the nose.
Uh-huh.
That's a textbook ESTJ.
So true.
I was told the other day, I needed to police my area because I didn't throw away some empty shampoo bottles and empty like soap boxes. I'm busy on Liberty today, so.
Spacey's making videos though. Like,
He put up a video today, got a lot of comments.
Did it?
Yeah, I opened up my computer during the debate round and went ding, 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 ding. She thought that is the most useless advice ever.
What? Just be yourself over there. You'll attract the right person. Right?
I'm just saying, it's not really very helpful advice. I'm like, well, I'm being myself right now, so it's not working. What else can I be but myself? I can't be Sheila. She's already taken. It is a meat-tastic meal. Of nothing but meat. I have only one dish, one course.
So wait, ENFPs, they're NEDOMs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was a question.
Here's the thing, my card. It presumes that there's some land of milk and honey you emerged from. Do you remember the milk and honey thing I was saying the other day, Rachel? Well, it's like, in order to be like, wow, I finally reached the land of milk and honey, you have to know what the land of milk and honey was before. You should have experienced it before. So you have to have some period of childhood that was idyllic. You were really loved and you were really supported and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have that, then you turn into an adult and your life turns to shit. Everybody does, okay? And you try to seek that land of milk and honey again. I mean, you find it's, you know, kind of soul shaking because you've practically given up hope of ever even discovering. You barely remember that. Right, Sheila, but that's advice of what not to do, not really advice of what to do.
Oh, true.
Don't put on airs. Well, okay, but.
So, what's the question?
The thing is, if you're really damaged and you never really had any land of milk and honey, I don't think we're able to appreciate it.
Maybe at what time you appreciate, like, you get that too. Because like it made me think of Kurt Cobain, because I don't think he ever reached that, like, Milk and Honey. I think he wanted to.
He kept trying to do that
Yeah.
with Courtney Love, and
Yeah.
he was doomed to fail to attain that with her because she's an ESFP and he's nuts too.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And his parents divorced when he was young. I think he was 8. So it left a mark on him. And I think like that really, I know he had a relationship with his uncle who gave him a guitar. So like the guitar was that area for him.
Keep you there.
Yeah.
But people come and go, and also though it's been varying degrees of time when they're here.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Depending on time, yeah.
Prayer implies directing our attention externally. It's kind of got a unique claim to it. External party, but internally. What did you do this time, Joel Nathan Henry? Oops. Did it again. I played with your heart, but I lost in the game. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do I know all the logical fallacies? Well, there's not some sort of master list somewhere that's definitive. Most named fallacies are versions or forms of one of a few kinds of fallacies. Like there's there's a few different kinds of fallacies that are basically ad hominem attacks, but they have different names. Like things that attack the legitimacy of the source versus the legitimacy of the source of the argument versus the argumentation itself. Some of the time it's the person, sometimes it's the evidentiary source, sometimes it's the They're all doing the same kind of argumentation. They're all basically saying, I'm not responding to the warrant of the argument, I'm responding to something irrelevant to it. So it's a kind of relevancy fallacy. Other kind of relevancy fallacy too. And there are lots of instances of those fallacies that come in kind of varying flavors. Sometimes they're named differently by people, sometimes they're not. Who's always drunk or sleeping? Never mind, I know, Matthew Allister. Now look what I've done. Rachel, I finished your beer. I think you got it.
You did?
We got a little piece of meat for kitty meow meow pants.
Yeah.
If she wants some.
She does.
Oh, the pea. Come here. Come here. I've got a nice piece of steak for you. Okay, so way to use instantiation in casual conversation. Thanks, Bill Drew. Appreciate it. Look, I was saying at the debate tournament, I was laughing with Rachel saying, you know, you're at a debate tournament when you hear some like 7th grade kid in a suit say, "That doesn't solve for structural violence."
Oh. Hey, fitness and bodybuilding. And steaks for dinner. Ghost Rider. Yeah, it's very yummy. So, Sheila, I want to know what Spacey typed you as. I'm very curious to hear. When did he type you? Let us know when Eric comes back. I'm not surprised. Oh. Cicero. Yeah. It's interesting, though. Do you think that he's... It seems like he's very aware of INFPs, but ISFPs, it's a little bit of a different situation. Because, like, for me with SI, I can point out, like, I don't know, ISFJ as well.
Hi.
Maybe.
That's probably not that hard for me to understand. I summed it up pretty straightforward. It's SI plus bashful plus boner.
So it's the Rye-Rye.
Oh, plus the Rye-Rye. FI is the Rye-Rye-est of nature's Rye-Ryes. So let's see here. What the F is Rye-Rye? Rye-Rye refers to a state of comfort, satisfying comfort. And it's related mostly to SI, but I'm learning there are some FI incarnations of Rye-Rye, which I come to think of as meta Rye-Rye. Meta Rye-Rye incorporates both the normal aspects of Rye-Rye, which are SI related, and the newly discovered FI variants, where people you can just kind of get off on just going, all right, love you so much kind of shit, you know. It's pretty great, really. It's pretty satisfying, pretty juicy. If you've not experienced yet, don't worry about it. It took me till I was 50 to be in a good relationship, really. Ain't no thing. Just 49 more years of misery, newborns. So it's pretty juicy, let me tell you. I don't know if any of you guys out there have experienced the Rye-Rye before, the Meta Rye-Rye. It's juicy like juice. A juicing factory. Rachel is sweet as apple pie, isn't she? Apple pie with a lot of sugar in it. I add with a lot of sugar in it. Cigarette juice, huh? What personality type is a comatose patient? FI is evaluating everything on a scale between both extremes, knowing exactly the degree of quality, but however, not always be able to communicate these in precise words. Well, you know, did I forget? I forgot to get a beer, huh?
Did you?
I forgot to get us new beers. I went out there, and what did I do? Oh, yeah, I took my plate inside, and then totally forgot to get us beers. Thank you for picking up those cups.
Yeah. Okay. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Oh, Walter Weissman. Walter Weissman. Yes, FI is hard to put into words. It just occurs. Hard to explain. But what a lot of you say makes sense for sure. If it was to be described. That's good. It is hard to describe FI.
It is.
Yeah. I think it's meant to be like that.
It's an enveloping cloud of moist confusion.
Aww, that sounds like Neptune.
Almost.
Ooh.
Not
Oh,
bad.
you got the back?
Yeah, I went behind it.
Made a sound of going in.
I know.
You know what, babe? It's tough because
Right.
today is a full moon, so that's why.
That's why my FI is a little haywire.
And maybe because you're, you know, what's his name again? The debate.
Jeffrey?
Yeah. Could have been why he's off. You know, it's.
Right.
It is.
Things feel weirder. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, the whole layout of the place, too, you know, it was a little different.
A little bit of Lana and her palindromes.
Where?
That's not a palindrome. Lana Anal. Lana Anal is a palindrome. Lana Anal is a palindrome. Okay.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes. Lana Anal is spelled the same either way you look at it. That's what makes it a palindrome.
FI isn't evaluating crap, it's feeling out of situation before direction. In that case, it's perceiving, not judging.
Well, I'm feeling out a situation for direction. What do you think evaluating means? Philosophical thinker. I'm not evaluating things. I'm simply making judgments based on what I see so that I can make decisions. Well, that's what the fuck evaluating is.
It's funny that you mentioned summertime sadness because I had a bit of that this summer actually, and I didn't even want to listen to the song. I had the song by Lana Del Rey, which I think is actually really catchy, on my summer playlist, and I would skip it if I wasn't having a blue day. I was like, nah. I get it. Not like that. Thanks. Use your feet. Hello there. I understand the back and forth mix. I'm a crap evaluation dom. Okay, bomb chase. It's warm. Isn't it? So, Englantier, it's warm in the southern hemisphere because we're experiencing winter or something. We're some fall.
Also known as the shitty hemisphere, okay? You southern hemisphere folks, just bow down because we, northern hemisphere, we're like the ESTP of the hemispheres. And you guys are like, you know, our bitch.
What is the, we're the ESTPs?
Yeah, we're the ESTPs, the two hemispheres. The northern hemisphere.
The two hemispheres.
Yeah, so northern hemisphere rules, southern hemisphere rules.
What's southern hemisphere?
It's like everything below the equator.
Oh, is it? Thank you, ESTP. Oh my god. I would love to see an ESTP debater. Once I processed the sadness and song, now I love listening to it and smile about my mom. That's sweet. That is a really good way of changing the song. Merca, you know it. Fuck yeah.
Stick with me, baby. This is a Burkus.
Yeah, man. I told you. Midnight Blue, I feel you. I love that song too. There's a remix of it actually that I really like. But I do get stuck in the feelings. Lana Del Rey, she knows the feels. Englantier, Australia is EST Central though. Yeah, I guess. Oh my god. I actually love that you think that I'm drunk. I am sober right now. I'm very amused. I'm stoned. So, if Aussie land is ESTP, then what is New Zealand then? INF. Either INFP or INFJ. Yeah, it could be INFJ. INFJ? Yeah, because like, wait.
It's totally an INFJ.
Yeah, because that movie. And the books.
Australia is half ESTP and half ESFP.
ESFP, yeah.
There's a lot of FI in Australia, let me tell you.
Yeah, I believe that. In Australia, the name Rachel is very common. So if I were to go there and someone said Rachel, like there'd be a million heads turning. New Zealand has that do-it-yourself mentality. It's an I thing. Taco Cat is a palindrome. It is. Taco Cat was my favorite.
Who's Taco Cat?
Peter.
Peter?
Yeah.
Oh. Taco Cat? Taco Cat is a pretty good band name.
Ooh, sorry.
What type will be Japan? Japan's ESFJ. Okay, no, maybe ENFJ. Takoyaki. I think you should change your band name though to Uzumaki Naruto and the Taco Cats. That'd be a better name. Uzumaki Naruto and the Taco Cats is a great name. I would love to visit Singapore, says Ghost Rider. The park with the trees that light up. It would be amazing to see that. Have you seen that park? No, I haven't seen it, Ghost Rider. Well, it is absolutely amazing. Each of the trees filled with electricity until it sparkles with lighting. It's amazing. They use electricity to make light bulbs illuminating the trees. I am astounded by this technology. You've got to go see it, Eric. Okay, Ghost Rider. Maybe someday, Rachel, I'll go see the trees with lights on.
Peter Palindrome.
Peter Palindrome is not a palindrome, though. Salaryman culture is crazy there.
Yes, it is. I heard that they in Japan, you're saying? Is that?
Maybe. That's what I think of salaryman culture as being.
Yeah, they sleep at their desk. They're encouraged to sleep under their desk and stay. And if you leave work on time, it's seen as unproductive. So that's what's happening there now.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's good information to know, though.
It's like you don't actually get more productive by spending more time doing something.
No.
I know it's exactly what he sounds like. It's exactly what it goes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Well.
It's like, FI is a truth function of feelings. Yeah, and TI is a truth function of words.
Yeah.
NI is the truth function of wholes. NE is the truth function of dissemblement.
Yeah.
I mean, what MBTI each country would have, Eric? Well, it's still my email, Peter Dentici.
Yeah.
My email is, for everybody's reference, my name backwards, SSUARTSCIRE @gmail.com. Now, I also have an anagram of my name, which is another email address I have, which this is an anagram of my first name, Rice, and an anagram of my second name, Asrust. It also rearranges all the letters of Eric Strauss, riceasrust @gmail.com. Both those email addresses will get emailed to me. Hi, Rebecca Talibi. How are you? Oh, you're a woman, ghostwriter?
Well.
That doesn't sound like me, Eric. I sound like a generic American woman.
Oh, you sure do sound like a generic American woman.
Yes, you'll not hear anyone with a more generically woman American accent than me, because I'm ghostwriter.
Wow, you do sound. So I am surprised at how ordinary your voice sounds.
It's a flat Midwest accent. I come from St. Louis, Missouri, And I'm a soccer mom. I like cheese balls and bowling. And bowling squares.
Okay, hello there's British. Oh, I'm British! Look what the Brits made me do. Look what the
It's better
Brits
than the
made me
bomb.
do. Oh, I'm British! Hey, lost me my business! Whatever shall I do?
Hey there.
I think I'll take my lips to my flat down by the movie station. Oh my goodness. Somebody get their perambulator out. We're going for walkies down to the lorry station. Surely you'd like to join us. That's what hello there sounds like. Exactly like that.
I've heard it.
He's always misspelling the word color also.
Color with a UR.
Yeah. Right. Eric's model is officially disproven. Philosophical thinker, you've been making claims like that for a long time now.
Great Britain recently outlawed gays from serving in the military, which brought up an interesting legal issue. How exactly do you tell if a British man is gay?
That's mean, Philip Drew. That's mean to British people.
Who's a good
Some of them sound like this, you know. Nothing homosexual about something like that. Okay? Not all British men sound gay. Only some of them sound like, I say, old chap, would you like to go down to the pub for a pint later? Only some of them sound like that.
Yeah. It depends on where, too. Where in Great Britain they're from. Someone could be like really like rah rah rah.
Right. Really? If you come from your arms, really, rather us a really wonderful.
It's somewhat getting fights, so.
Right. Well, getting fought. Like that. Don't sound like that.
So.
There's a lot of
Is that gay? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Well,
Can't
what about the textbook British woman? Does she sound like a lesbian?
Yeah.
Well, she sounds like.
Yeah. Does she?
Get out and get some more fish from the marketplace. She sounds like.
Is she a
Is that
lesbian?
kind of lesbian? I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
It's hard to tell.
Right.
Right. So. So yeah, you know, I studied, obviously I've studied English accents for a while now, the different incarnations of British people, how they sound, things like that.
So what do you think about what Rebecca has to say?
Do you think serial killers with the Jungian typology or personality disorders exempt from being typed? It's a good question.
Yeah.
I would say, I've said in the past, most likely type to kill somebody for weird reasons, like, is ENFJ.
ENFJ? Really? What ENFJ is killed for weird reasons?
Well, there was this one guy who was I thought it was pretty clearly an ENFJ, and he pretended to like be special in some way that he wasn't, and then he got this chick to be engaged to him, and then it's like in order to continue this pretend thing that he had going on, he had to kill the actual person he was pretending to be, and yada yada yada.
Oh, that's so that's interesting.
So anyway, I probably jumped to the conclusion from that ENFJs are more likely to kill people than other types. I don't think Rachel's likely to kill.
I would watch out for INTJs.
If we're gonna throw somebody under the bus, let's throw those filthy INTJs under the bus.
I love them.
I just think that the types that are actually sort of logically the most likely to do shit like that are SI polar and FI polar. ENTP, ESTP, ENFJ, and ENTJ are most capable of substantial evils, it would seem to me, because they don't have that internal grounding thing. But the thing about that is, it doesn't mean that the average ENTP, ENFJ, ESTP, or ENTJ is any more evil than the average regular person, right? It just means that when you do get substantial amount of evil, it's likely to manifest out of one of those polars, I would guess. Just a hypothesis. Are all gang members ESTPs? No, not necessarily. I think they're more likely to be ESFPs, actually.
So the Joker is typically typed as ENTP 7 wing 8, and I absolutely agree with that. I thought that was good. I had to search deep for that. And I thought that was pretty...
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was talking to Rachel earlier about a client of mine saying this kid's a much more like serious, focused, intense kind of ENTP than me. I'm more lighthearted. I've had a pretty blessed life, and despite the fact that I've had a pretty blessed life, I still ended up with 8 in my tri-type for sure. And I've had a lot of people tell me I'm scary, intimidating, and other things like that. I've had a lot of people tell me that. It always surprises me because I don't feel scary or intimidating, but I guess when I get mad.
Fuck yeah. You do not want to mess with an ENTP when mad.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm exceedingly cautious in my own path, so it's like I'm safer to mess with than most ENTPs who've got more of a chip on their shoulder. I'm trying to take care,
Yeah.
And I genuinely try to be as good as I can. So I try not to bring the lumber when it's not wholly deserved.
You're very aware of that.
But regardless of that, I still sometimes do. And sometimes if I'm in a pissy mood, out the window goes my noble thoughts, and I just start tearing into somebody or whatever. The thing is, when you're on the receiving end of it, I guess it's not fun. I don't know, but I've been known to make people cry and stuff. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak that loud. It is really my ENTP friend. She made me cry. They're very good at making people cry because the words.
Right. Excluding your biases, which type is the best for presidential office? I mean, I think probably either INTJ or INFJ or ENTP.
What was the second one?
INFJ. Although I will say that the best president that I can think of in my personal life experience, or even really, contemporary era knowledge of presidents, is Clinton, who was an ENFJ. Clinton he presided over one of the most prosperous, successful times in American history for 8 years, and he was an ENFJ. And he did it primarily by not fucking shit up, by not using TE badly, which is great. It's one of the things you get with 8th slot. 8th slot, ENFJs don't use TE badly.
What?
You don't use TE badly.
Really?
It means it's like you don't say, well, those are the rules and we got to use these protocols and stuff when something else is more important to you, because the TE always serves the FE for you and never the other way around.
Yeah. He was trying and go with ladies. Yeah. You
don't have to be a good husband to be a good president.
And yeah, I think so. Everyone says that Hillary is an ESTJ. And what? No.
Oh.
What do you think? What do you think she is? Because they're an interesting combination. I think
she's INTJ. But she might be ISTJ, but I think she's INTJ.
Interesting. It could be. Yeah, to Hillary's dismay. Yeah, that's the tarnish. That's the blemish. Even I remember that as a kid.
I mean, the thing is,
Yeah.
is he a good man in some sense? I don't know. I guess not. But he was an excellent president, and
Yeah.
you know, what can
I
you
like.
say?
Yeah, I like that. He's one of your favorites because
He's the best president in my lifetime for sure. Hands down.
yeah, I would agree with that. Well, I really liked Obama too.
Obama was a disgrace to ENTPs, frankly. He tried to fucking FE his way through that shit. He should have known better.
He did.
Bill Clinton couldn't FE his way through that shit because Bill Clinton's an ENFJ. ENTPs cannot FE their way through shit. They got to be legit. And fucking Obama tried to have it both ways. I know exactly what that fucker did wrong.
He did. You're right. He did. But I actually really like ENTP presidents. That's my own personal thing. That's a good question, Countess INTJ, who is ESTJ in this chat. Who is? Has anyone been typed as an ESTJ in this chat? Confirm me and said I'm funny, lol. So it's Effie Juices on the receiving end. Aw, so rude. They make great cars, blah, blah, it's so cold. Yeah, I think in my opinion, her personality really did not serve her. Because she had great policies. She knows what she's doing. She's been in politics since she was in college, but her personality turned a lot of people off. So it's a shame, but it's just the truth. And also, there's a bit of a debate as in if the polls were tampered with for the election. It was a bunch of crap, but basically her personality is just not very likable. Do you think that Teddy Roosevelt has been typed as an ENTP?
No, he's ESTP. Teddy Roosevelt's such an ESTP.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a big game hunter, led the troops up the hill at San Juan Hill, and where was that? Puerto Rico or something?
Yeah. What about, I think Ben Franklin is, I know he's not a president, but I definitely see him as an ENTP.
Well, Phil Drew, when I'm Black, I tend to regard FE in the same way that I do when I'm Asian or white,
Bill Clinton. So does anyone remember his love of McDonald's? I remember that.
I do know that you mention it.
Yeah.
I also love McDonald's.
Me three.
So maybe there's an ENTP, ENFJ thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, I'm going to be the second Black president, okay? I'm going to be the first transracial president. I'm sure to spend part of my presidency. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Very ESTP indeed. Very ESTP. Well, I mean, when I'm Black, I pay the same amount of regard to FE as I do when I'm other races. It doesn't seem to impact my FE at all.
Yes, Sheila. For me, it's their French fries. I love their French fries. It catches me.
For me, it's the beverages. The Coke.
Coke is the best from there.
It's delicious.
Yep. It's the best.
I bet your sister could have had the kind of close, meaningful relationship that Monica Lewinsky had with Bill Clinton, too, if she had tried.
I don't know. It's good that she's been, absolved of that whole thing, but...
Right.
Still, it's she's got some position now somewhere, and I'm like, it's just for show.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm no longer just a bimbo. I'm a bimbo with a title.
Exactly. He's getting paid a lot for that title.
Yeah.
It was some magazine, and I was like, come on.
I'm Monica Lewinsky. Not just that blowjob chicken.
Yeah.
Now I have a title. Post blowjob chick analyst.
It's been how many years? I think we can get over it. That's like.
I mean, it's totally fair that she'd be pissed about all that shit. You know, it's like,
Of course.
why would her whole life be defined by this one blowjob she gave? You know.
Yeah.
Well, because she happened to give it to the president, and she didn't keep her mouth shut after that. It's fine to keep her mouth open at the time, but you gotta keep her mouth shut after that, right?
No.
You know, otherwise she kind of buys that outcome for herself. I've been hanging out with this INFJ recently. I witnessed poetry. He was so joking when she didn't know what the R on the ticket meant. She also had trouble using the credit card reader. We had an INFJ.
Oh my god, I love them.
We had an INFJ at the Habit today restaurant. She was really struggling with the TE.
She was so sweet. Like,
she had those textbook INFJ eyes, and she was super effy, cool, missed, great, but she was really struggling with the TE.
so cute.
Can you give me an example of SE Polar? Like half the people here. They should be doing something else right now. Get something important to finish. Then they saw the live stream notification bell, and they came here to just sort of hang out and chat for who knows how long. 2 hours after that to go. Is there a father and son type concession fee? What does that mean? But your toes are broken? Well, then you shouldn't stand on your tippy toes anymore. I agree, Rachel is beautiful. Thank you, Ghost Rider. I mean, I'm sorry.
I agree, Rachel is beautiful.
I do father and son. I do whatever.
That's a great.
Yeah, sure. Father, son. You're the father, you're the son. I typed you successfully.
She is. I bet she is very interesting. Like, I would not take that away from her at all. Like, it's good that she's really like been forgiven for what happened there.
She never should have been condemned in the first place.
I mean, you're getting involved with the president.
Okay, but
you're gonna know that that shit's gonna happen.
Who should be condemned in that circumstance? I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't have her own agency, but who's the one with the responsibilities he's not adhering to? It's not her.
Oh, it's not consensual.
I know it's consensual, but I'm saying only one of them is breaking some contractual obligation.
Oh, as in marriage.
She wasn't. I don't know. Maybe she had a boyfriend, in which case, fuck her too. But if she didn't, if she was single, then that was totally within her moral, ethical, acceptable paths. She could choose to do that if she wanted to. She wasn't betraying anybody. She wasn't betraying any trust. She was just like, well, you only get one shot to get the president's dick in your mouth.
God.
So I'm going for it.
Man, no.
That makes you uncomfortable, huh?
Small brain.
So
it's not illegal.
Right,
blowjobs, do it all you want, but you're gonna do it with the president. You're gonna get found out, just like with anyone, pretty much in the history. But yeah, think about what's his tits. I mean, he was married too. They both.
The bottom line is.
Sorry.
If you get involved in messing around with married people, I've done it myself. Okay, so I know that it's you have the technical defense, which is legitimate, that you're not the one betraying anybody's trust, but you are nevertheless end up getting dragged into maintaining secrets. helping them lie,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's unavoidable.
Yeah.
So it's dirty business. But the thing is, of the two people, who was the dirty one? Well, the married one was by far the dirtier of the two, right?
Mm.
The unmarried one, the one who's not betraying anybody's trust, it might be fair to offer some condemnation, and I would never, not something I would ever do again.
The thing is, though, I think even so, say if the president were, so say Bill Clinton were single, he probably would have been getting a lot of blowjobs in the office, and still people are going to report on that. So, like, these people are signing up for what they sign up for by giving blowjobs to the people who they're giving blowjobs to. Like, you're going to be in the media. I don't feel bad for you.
Bill Clinton should have been, yeah, she sucked my dick. And I'm Iron Man. That wouldn't have played well.
No. Thank you, Ghost Rider. You know, it's just like, it's difficult. It's not easy. Who's BJ's? Well, it's said that Monica Lewinsky is the one who went down on Bill Clinton. She must have bragged about it because there's not any other way around. Like, there's no rumors about like him going down on her, but it could happen too.
No, he didn't go down on her.
No, he did not. That was absolutely a service. She was doing a service to the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just no way in hell. That was not like, there's nothing mutual about that.
Yeah, no. It's. More people have low FE here. Is that true? Yeah, it is true. Yeah, exactly. I'm not defending him. It's just that he did. They had, like, I'm telling you, any dude who's going to be sexually explicit in any office is going to get exploited. And, like, most of them are married, but it happens when they're single too.
If you're doing shit you feel like you gotta keep secret, you're probably doing shady ass shit.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have anything to hide.
Right. Right. That's what it comes down to.
All the shit, all the dirty shit I do isn't even dirty.
Oh my
though. It's like
God.
smoking bong rips and stuff, you know?
He
Good, I'm
is.
smoking a cigarette, don't smoke inside. That's why I can't just.
Nope, you can't damn nerve. Or whatever, lust too. Sometimes.
You can tame lust. You can't tame love. But you can tame lust. You have to tame lust if you want to have real love.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you're right.
you can't engage in monogamy.
Yeah. Oh. I hope everyone saw that. I just had beer up my nose.
Tame
Tame lust, you go to jail.
Right. Otherwise, everyone would just be out there raping everybody, and
I'm reading.
that wouldn't be good. It'd be like ducks. It'd be like ducks. Just nonstop rapey.
Yeah. That's raw. FE, Rachel. I guess I'm just learning about FE. It was an ironically lackluster attempt at inspiration. Ducks. Uh-oh. More questions about you standing by the door.
Because I'm smoking a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes inside. I only smoke bong rips inside.
Yeah.
The thing is to remember, for a long time before I typed her, Rachel thought she was an ENFP. Ducks fuck like rabbits who fuck like ducks. So that just shows you how much rabbits fuck.
I saw that before.
You saw a rabbit today?
Mm-hmm.
Around here or Claremont?
Come on.
Cool. Why do I not smoke inside? Not really FE reasons, SI reasons. I just don't like the way my room smells. I don't like the way my clothes smell. I don't like the just sourness of the atmosphere when I smoke inside.
Chucks and Dickens.
Well, Matthew, out there, you missed. You missed the fact that ducks fuck like rabbits, who fuck like chickens, who fuck like Eric and Rachel. Without the raping.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. They do. Wow.
Ducks
Yeah,
are
they rape.
Ducks are the rapiest of all birds.
Yes.
Right. Well, people were asking about you earlier, Matthew Alistair. Count dismissed you as either something or drunk. I don't know. I don't remember what the first thing was. Probably. Let's pull a card for the future of Matthew Alistair and King Christian Farmer Brigade.
OMG.
Now, remember Isaiah Rude, we pulled a card for you and King Christian Farmer Brigade, and you struck out. Oh, you're sober Octobering. Nice.
Ah, good for you.
All of October? Or just starting at the 12th? Here's your future with KKSP. Ooh, that's not a good one. Betrayal, exploit, guile, unethical. Matthew, what are you planning on doing to King Krishna's Armor Brigade? Watch out, King Krishna's Armor Brigade, or watch out, Matthew. I'm not sure who's going to get betrayed here, but don't push forward with that relationship, okay? That one's doomed. The tarot speaks.
It does. I pulled that a bunch of times, like during a situation that involved betrayal, so something to think about.
Whereas with me, what card did you pull before you came here? You don't even remember what you told me.
So sorry.
You don't remember what you told me.
No.
The world.
Oh, before I came here, in general. Yeah. Well, and when I was here.
That's a good card to pull. It's like better than the continent. Who else would like a card? Who else wants a card? Who else wants to know?
Monica Lewinsky.
All right, Monica Lewinsky, let's see what kind of day you're going to have today. Or tomorrow, since it's late already. Leave for tomorrow for Monica. Sociable, chatty, Queen of Swords, cutting, shrewd. She's going to employ her discursive skills.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good job, Monica.
Right. Yeah, she's been doing the TED Talk, so.
Using your mouth for something productive.
Indeed.
All right. Philosophical thinker wants one. All right, philosophical thinker. Here you go. Oh, let's see. What's coming up for philosophical thinker on tomorrow's Sunday?
Sunday.
Oh, bad day. Bad day tomorrow for you, philosophical thinker. You get the disaster card. Disaster, upheaval, tower, chaos, ruin, catalyst. But, it could be a catalyst for change. That's the thing to remember. Catalyst for change. Okay. I don't think you're going to get in Kenneth's pants, Peter Dentici.
Yeah.
Conversation, mental, media, story. You're going to hang out here, at least for the immediate future. You're going to hang out here. And this is not disaster. This is just friend zoned. You got friend zoned, Peter Dentici. Or Countess, one of the two. Got friend zoned. But you know, that could change. This is just a short-term future. Just keep putting in the work, Peter Dentici and or Countess. Just have you tried Show Me Your Boobs yet, Peter Dentici?
That is a form of communication.
You really should try that one. That one works pretty well. Vaughn Chase wants one. Okay. Is that my daughter? No, that's not my daughter.
Do you want it to be?
No.
I'm not asking you.
Oh. All right. Hello. Okay. So who am I pulling this one for? Vaughn Chase. Vaughn Chase.
Vaughn Chase.
Here we go. Ruthless, hustle, clever, Knight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This guy. I don't think I've ever pulled this one before.
No.
So that's for you. Who was that one for again? That was for Vaughn Chase. She's my girlfriend. That's what we are.
Who's asking?
She's not as young as she looks. I'm not as old as I look. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Sheila wants a card. So that's your card there. Vaughn Chase.
Yeah, it's the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of communication going on. We had the Queen, the Page, and now the Knight.
A lot of communication going on. Good. Okay, so next up, somebody else said they wanted a card. Mr. D.
Ooh.
Mr. D takes a card. Let's see, Mr. D, what's in your Sunday hold in store? Arrival, Surpass, Opus, World. Oh, you got the World card. Tomorrow's a big day for you. Tomorrow some big shit's going down. Everything's going to come together. It's going to be a life change maybe. That's going to make everything make sense. It's a big one. It's a big card right here. This is a good one to get. So, Mr. D, you're in luck.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Jed High. Jed High. Bye, Ken Christian Summer for good. You go have parent-daughter time. I think you're the daughter.
Oh, parents daughter time. That's nice.
Jed High. This one is your card right here. Established financier, patient, tycoon, the King of Pentacles. Tomorrow is a monetarily gratifying day for you. Okay, monetarily gratifying. I don't think there's no point in doing a tarot card for your death. You know, it's not like it's gonna be good. All these card draws are way cheaper than CSJ Super Chats. Great utility, you two. Thanks, Peter Dentici. Thank you. Okay, let's see. I'd like to see what I get. Okay, Ghost Rider. Let's see what your tomorrow on Sunday looks like. What kind of day will you have tomorrow, Ghost Rider? Let's find out. Wow. Radiant, inspirational day. Holy, divine, ethereal. The 17 card. The star card. Good job.
Boobs.
Boobs. Okay. You know, Bruce Wayne wants a card for his love life.
Me too.
What's going on for Bruce Wayne's love life? Let's find out.
Yeah.
It's this one. I can tell.
I agree.
Ooh. I got some bad news.
Or good
I got
news.
some bad news. Or good news. Could be good news. sorrow, anguish. 9 of Swords, crisis, sob. Bruce Wayne. No, Adderall is not sufficient in and of itself to cure polar SE. You also need somebody motivating you to actually direct your now robust attention to something useful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll just sit there and play video games better than you did before.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, look, remember it's a temporary situation. You probably tomorrow you're gonna see some girl. She's gonna give you her number. You're gonna call it. It's gonna be a fake number.
You're gonna be like worried. Yeah.
Like,
what happened?
Did I forget Sheila? I forgot Sheila.
Aww.
Okay. Sheila, I'm imagining Sheila right now. I'm picturing her. I'm feeling for her card amongst the tarot cards here. Oh, yeah. It's this one. Piao. Tomorrow for you, intuition, feminine, sense, priestess, feel, omens, vibes. Okay? Tomorrow is a day, Sheila, for you to worship the goddess within. Okay? Gently stroke your vulva. Supplely touch upon your bosom. And really, really just think about your ovaries all day long. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do tomorrow.
Intuition.
Okay, let's see. Yeah,
no tarot about my genitals, please.
Okay. One for IAG last. This must be it. Ooh, IAG last. I think you're going to impregnate somebody. Yep, it looks like you're going to be a dad. IAG last. Fertility. Mother. Impress. Beautiful harvest. Secure. You said no tarot about your genitals. Hello there. That's why I didn't pull one.
Yeah.
You want a tarot for something else? So, put a hat on it, as they say, if you get lucky tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Unless you want to be a father.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so you already had one for your genitals and it wasn't good. So.
No, it wasn't for you, was it? It was for you, and no, that was for Peter didn't teach you. Never mind. Well, when was that? When was the last one you had about your genitals? Because you can wash away the old one with a new one. You have 3 daughters. Oh. Well, get ready for number 4.
Motherly.
Maybe tomorrow you're supposed to mother your children.
Let them play and have fun. That's like a lot of the Empress. Thanks. A super hardworking guy, because I can SE with someone else's direction, as Eric says. It's like a blind dude walking around with the sea slave.
Yet, IAG last. Yet. Okay, the tarot spoke. So.
Just cap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't actually pulled the card yet for Walter Wiseman, have we?
No, we haven't. He takes all.
You say, which one is Walter Wiseman's card? Harmony, cohabitation, home, move, happiness, 4 of rods. It's a content day tomorrow. Stay home, watch some football, play with the wife, play with the kids, play with the husband, play with the whatever, play with the dog, and barbecue maybe. Play catch with the child, call it sport or tiger. It's a good idea. Now, Angantyr. Last time I didn't pull a card for you. This time I'm going to. Oh, it's this one? Which one? The bottom one?
I was thinking the top
Which
one.
you think is the top one? Okay, it's the top one. Angantyr, here you go. Pew. What card is this? Miser, possessions, hoard, greed, limit, 4 pentacles. What does this mean? Either you need to be miserly, or you're being too miserly, or someone else is going to impact you by their miserliness. So be aware of miserliness as a vector in your life tomorrow. It'll play some important role, probably.
Yeah. Hold on to your possessions or let go a little bit. Go either way.
You got to work the frame with your time magic. Okay?
Yeah. It's very much like that.
Eric and Rachel, have you seen the movie Wolf Children, Amy and Yuki? If not, I suggested I just watched it last week. It was so wholesome and heartwarming.
Aww.
Well, perhaps I will look into that. Perhaps we
Yeah.
will watch that. I don't think either of us have seen it. I haven't.
Never mind.
Hambone.
Hey!
Hambone needs a card ASAP.
Yay!
All right, Hambone, here we go.
Yeah. Ooh, Rick and Morty.
ENTP and ISFJ.
Ooh, you think he's an ISFJ?
Yeah.
He's been typed as an INFP, so.
No, he's an ISFJ. Pew! This is you, Hambone. You are vivacious and extrovert. You're fiery. You're gracious. You are fun. You're the queen of rods. You're all those things today. Tomorrow, I mean. Tomorrow, your day to be queen. Queen for a day. You're queen of rods tomorrow. Hambone. Congratulations.
Breaks the harvest hold, yeah.
That does break the hermit's hold. Okay, anybody else want a card? You didn't get a card yet? You think Joker's ESFP? I mean, I don't know. I've not seen those movies. I've not seen the Joker. I don't want to see it. It sounds depressing. Let's see. Let's pull a card for Rachel. And then Rachel pull a card for Eric for Sunday. Okay. For Rachel, I pull this one.
Oh, oh no!
Betrayal, exploit, unethical, guile, 7 of Swords.
Guile.
Hey, that's a bad one. Hopefully it doesn't involve us too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, maybe you could be. I don't know what to make of this one, Rachel. Caught me a little off
I
guard
don't
there.
know. Me too.
I have to think about it. I have to do a little time magic on that one.
I'm pulling it for you now.
Yeah, you're pulling it for me.
4.
Burden, oppression, weight, task,
Oh no.
weary, baggage, bonus, 10 of rods. Ooh, tomorrow's not looking
Tarot
so good.
speaks.
Tarot speaks.
Shit. Oh wow.
That's quite a theory.
In jail.
What would they put me in jail for? I mean,
It could mean so many things. Like it could even be like your parents come home and like I don't know, we say something like is broken and you don't want to tell them. It's like I'd have to be sneaky about it. It could be so many.
or we'd have to choose to not be sneaky where there's some opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't take away from one's free will. If understood properly, it could be said, you know, that there's some sort of temptation to be unethical, but you got to resist it or whatever. It could be something like that.
It's so funny.
I don't know.
It's so funny.
Why would you think that? Like, my mom just likes jail. Like, but what would be the justification they'd use to put me in jail?
Me?
All right, like, what would she say to get me to be put in jail?
Aww.
I mean, you have a reason to smile. Don't believe tarot unless it's good.
I mean,
Let's say pull a card for us, Rachel.
sure.
Us tomorrow. We pull one for each of us alone. Stalemate. Defeat. Obstacle. Fixed. Stuck. Five of swords. Whew.
I mean,
Well, at least we're gathering all the bad cards in one day, right?
for real.
It's just a thought experiment, huh?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I mean, I don't have very much money to steal. It wouldn't be worth a lot.
I don't know what I would even.
Okay, Isaiah Reed, you want another card? I think we did one for you before.
Oh yeah, break the chain, Isaiah, break the chain.
We get one for
See, it doesn't, there's no bias. It just tells you what is, I guess.
yeah.
It happens.
But see, this is your first of the day. Okay, Isaiah Reed. Here we go. Cow.
Ooh, you're breaking it.
Relationship, attraction, lovers, romance. These two, 6, kindred, chemistry. So maybe tomorrow you meet that special someone.
Mm-hmm.
Do a card for all of the chat.
That's a good idea.
For all of the chat.
For all of the chat. It's a good time.
I don't know if this tarot can give very specific information for that many people at once, but we'll try.
Yeah. A general feel.
A general frame of reference for
Yeah.
people participating in TWFP chat. Entrepreneur, practical, reliable, Knight of Pentacles.
Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So?
Okay, so I've come up with a bit of time magic here. I'm going to pull a card that I call a metaframe card. What's the metaframe in which Rachel and me and our cards tomorrow should be interpreted through? Okay.
Yeah.
We need to have a metaframe card. This is one way you can reframe bad tarot. Here we go. Metaframe card. Now, of course, you got to have more than one card underneath the metaframe or else it wouldn't count as a metaframe. So we've got 3 cards underneath the metaframe. They're all negative. Let's see what the metaframe is. Transform, release, done, change. Also death. So
You've never picked that one before.
I've never picked that one before. This is the metaframe through which we should interpret all those cards. We should interpret
those are things we can change.
Transform, release.
Yeah, because so death, it looks like a scary card, but it's actually across the board.
A pretty good card.
Yeah, it's talked very positively. 13 is seen as like, an unlucky number, but it's a card of change because there's like there's more in the scene. Actually.
So I think the key thing here is release. That there's some probably old attachments or maybe some old partner of Rachel's contacts her, or maybe some old partner of mine contacts me, who knows? And it maybe will cause some little bit of dust up between Rachel and me. Maybe the person who contacts her is somebody who's betrayed her before, you know? It'd be a theme then. But the theme is through this metaphor of release. You're going to release, I need to release, for example, my fear of being betrayed. I get these weird paranoid jealousy thoughts, and so it's something I got to release. For me, it's a burden that I'm currently carrying, this sort of fear-based, irrational, paranoid thoughts about things that makes me want to play like detective or something, which is always very unhealthy, very unhealthy. So, this could be a card that basically says Rachel's card of betrayal is one that maybe relates directly to me and my fear of betrayal, or maybe her fear of betrayal, or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are things we need.
Ways.
Those are things we need to release. That I understand that it's a burden for me to have that fear of betrayal, and maybe she sees that, those kind of burdens need to periodically. It comes into my head. It's not something that consumes me. I recognize it for what it is. I don't give it a lot of credence. It affects me emotionally sometimes. And I'll talk to Rachel about that and see how that goes,
Yeah.
So it's like that burden, there's a fundamental stalemate, for example, in sexual jealousy that's unfounded. It's like if you're being really possessive and worried about your significant other, and there's not really any cause, then it's a burden that needs to be released. And it's something that it popped up in me today and caused me to have some negative feelings and stuff. So I think maybe all these cards are framed possibly about that, and the need for us both to sort of release those fears, and that, to make the full leap of trusting one another and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now that's some good tarot time magic. That's why I'm a licensed metaphysician. That's why I can safely use the tarot. You got to be. You got to be able to pull some maneuvers occasionally, get the slabs.
It did make sense. It does make sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Huh?
And I'll tell you more later about personal stuff.
Okay.
The card that I was drawn.
Okay. Jean Grey, can she have a card? She wants you to pull it, I think, Rachel.
Yeah. Jean Grey in mind.
Three of Cups. Play, celebrate. Friends, tomorrow's a good day for you. It's a day of play, a day of sunshine, a day of Oktoberfest, a day of Oompa bands, a day of those hats with the green feathers, all of those things. It's a day of German celebration for you.
Yeah, Oktoberfest. How is that really nice?
No, what you know. You were just right. She wants me to dash some spicy TI onto her sweet, juicy FE to make some juicy, peppery, hot babies. Well said. I heard. Well said. Is Sherlock Holmes ENTP? I don't think so. Sherlock Holmes seems to have a lot of NI, not a lot of NE. Okay. So let's pull a card for my parents. The trip home from, I guess they're in Vegas. I'm not sure.
No, they're in Palm Desert.
Oh, that's again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. I have to pull a different card because I don't know where they were.
I just got specific.
This one. Inventory, accumulate, count, pause, effort, reflect. 7 of Pentacles. My dad's going to be using his tool function tomorrow to take inventory of his various assets, resources, needs, tasks, and other things. Ordinary day for Dad. So, just regular day, I guess. Carry on.
Yeah.
I think he's an ISTP, maybe. Sherlock Holmes. Do a tarot for your dog. No. He's a good prognosticator. Okay, I won't do a tarot for your dog. Any other last card takers before I put the deck away and probably wrap this live stream up? It's been fun. It's been real. It's also been real fun.
And we haven't. It has. Can we, how do you say, substantiate?
Transubstantiate some bondage? Oh, yeah. Hello there. You want another card. Oh, are you coming to California? When are you coming to California, Countess?
Yeah.
Are you going to see Peter Dentici?
And talk about stuff.
That's so great.
That is great.
You guys
actually.
gotta make a
Is that
video.
really? I mean, what?
You're staying for 1.5 months? Oh, wow. People do find love on this channel, let me tell you. That's how I, you know where my last relationship failed? I didn't try to find a person on the channel like a sensible fucking human being. This time I'm a little smarter. I still wasn't smart. I still went on OkCupid. This is the love making channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's pull another card for Countess and Peter Dentici. This one is a meta frame. Oh, okay. Look, we pulled one for Countess and Peter Dentici, but we haven't pulled one for Countess and Peter Dentici, and then we can pull a meta frame card. Okay. This one's for Countess. Yes, you should find someone in this community. Countess, payment, royalty, bonus, news, gain, perk. You're going to be enjoying the perks of California living. Oh, yeah. California knows how to party. All right. Now, Peter Dentici, here's your card. Here's your card, separate from you and Countess, separate from Countess. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. This is the one right here, Peter.
Yeah.
Withdrawal. You got the Hermit card. Withdrawal, Reflection, Council, Hermit time. So you got some thinking to do. I'm enjoying hitting this shit. Do I really want to keep it permanently? That's sort of reflection you might have to be doing pretty soon. I didn't have to do much reflection. I could tell. I did get this card at the beginning of the relationship, though. Huh?
More than once.
Yeah, and I always interpreted it as sort of not being about the relationship, but probably it was about I need to reflect on, is this somebody I really want to? It didn't take me long to decide I did want to keep her for sure forever if I could. Let's see. See, I always worry about you putting your head on the hard part of my arm. So I lift up my arm to make it softer, and then you think I'm saying don't put your head on my shoulder. Right. But I'm actually, we're both out. We're playing Gift of the Magi again. We play Gift of the Magi a lot. If you're not familiar with Gift of the Magi, it's this ridiculous short story in which the dude, yeah, it's so fun. It's nice. But, you know, the short story where the dude has a pocket watch and the chick has long hair. And the dude sells his pocket watch to buy combs for the chick's long hair. And the chick sells her long hair to buy a chain for the dude's pocket watch. And they both end up with nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, but each other. That's the big thing.
They end up with each other, right?
Yeah,
and
that's what I was trying to say, is that, like,
we do that too all the time.
To think, yeah, what they explain too is that, like, they have modest living too, but the important thing is that they have each other.
Right. Like, I prefer to sleep on the outside of the bed. Rachel tries to sleep on the outside of the bed because she assumes that when she gets up and she's on the inside of the bed, that it bothers me more. But I much prefer sleeping on the outside of the bed. Meanwhile, I was like, well, I guess she wants to sleep on the outside of the bed. So I sleep on the inside of the bed. We're both less happy trying to make each other more happy. Right? So that kind of shit happens a lot between us, which is a great kind of thing to have happen. Now, Countess and Peter Dentici, here is your MetaFriend card. Because remember, we've got one for your relationship, one for Countess, one for Peter Dentici, and one is the MetaFriend. We should interpret all those cards. Ooh, increased new money, Ace of Pentacles, opportunity gig. I'm thinking not only are you two going to be sexually compatible, but you're going to make money making pornography. That's my prediction. You two, we're going to see you on Pornhub any moment now. It's going to be Countess and Peter Dentici rolling in the dough with their amazing pornography filmmaking. That's my prediction. That's not the tarot speaking. The tarot just says opportunity gig, whatever. That's just my prediction.
Yeah, it doesn't know. You don't know.
It could, might
Damn new things.
It might not be pornography then. It might just be what do they call that? Cabaret, where you artfully cover your nipples with feather or something. All right, we're gonna tarot. Hello, there's new band Taco Cat. No one wants to see your tiny ass. I'm sure there are a lot of people who want to see your tiny.
You don't know that.
Men are perverts. Okay, they do.
Oh my god.
I hate you.
Oh my god. Burlesque. Pasties.
Okay.
5,000 miles separation, my ass. Oh my god.
So who am I pulling this for again? Somebody.
I don't know. I don't know, actually.
Burlesque. Thank you. Horse mumbler. Here's your card. Inception. Spark. Seed. Growth. Potential. Germination. Ace of rods. Ace of rods. Ace.
Yep.
So there you go.
Interpret that as you like.
Yeah, burlesque is the word I was looking for. Okay.
There are like other names for it though, aren't there? Because like there's like different levels.
Let's pull a card for hello there's visibility. How visible is hello there? We'll find out.
So wait, do you really wait? What did you think that Sheila is?
ISFJ.
ISFJ.
I still think she's an ISFJ. But you'll notice I don't correct you or anything, Sheila. I just here's a card for your visibility. Hello there.
Aww.
You and visibility are soulmates. So that proves how
Aww.
not invisible you are. Hello there. You're super visible. Well, Spacey can be wrong, Me, not so likely. I mean,
Wouldn't you have to check
you
out?
pushed real hard to want to be ISFP is the thing. You got a lot of FI behind it. No, he's visible. He's soulmates with visibility. That's the moral of this story.
Who?
Well, I know ISFJs. They demonstrate a lot of FI, but that doesn't make them FI dons. And they also demonstrate very Sheila-esque extroverted intuition, which makes them definitively not ISFPs. Sheila, you keep telling me this. I keep telling you the same thing. If you want to convince me you're an ISFP, be extroverted intuition polar, which you're not. So that means you're not an ISFP. And everything else in your typing screams ISFJ. You're the second ISFJ I've encountered who insists that she's an ISFP. But I'm completely unsold on the notion. I still say you're an ISFJ. Your experiential knowing will make it such that you experientially know contrary to this, and it's your dominant nature, so you're not going to agree with me. But never. You done?
Why did Spacey
I mean,
type her and not you? Like, obviously.
No, I think I typed her. Sheila just probably talked to him and said, "Do you think I'm an ISFP?" And he probably said, "Yeah, whatever." It's very important to you that you're an ISFP, Sheila. So that's why I never talk about it or correct you or say anything about it. But if you bring it up like this, you're going to get from me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Real ISFPs really think they're ISFPs? Why is that? Because he was trying to back guys. Oh, nice! KK Crystal Sharpico. Oh, fuck. I spilled my drink. ENTPs. ENTPs always think that they're their type. Except for C.S. Joseph, which usually ENTPs like But mhm. What's parallel? Hello there. Mistyping is too common. It's getting very complicated too because a lot of people are it's getting popular, and a lot of people are taking the 16 personalities test, which doesn't have anything about the functions on them. So a lot of people are questioning it. It's like in astrology when there's like additions and stuff, and socionics too. Like it, I think of it as more inclusive than it is separate, but I always just think of ISFPs as artists, and I don't know if that's the Socionics version, but I know the MBTI version, they're artists, and they don't care about anything else. Hey, Manthong Long. Ooh, Manthong. Is it a banana hammock? Yeah, I know, Peter. I'm not thrilled about that. That they use the big five, but they don't mention it really. And then they assign the A or the T. I don't remember what I got on mine when I took the 16 personalities test. New to the channel. Do you have your own channel and stuff? It like, I think it's interesting that a lot of people on YouTube, they have accounts, but they don't actually use it. I literally only started my channel with my Google account because now YouTube and Google are the same person. To make videos. Like, I didn't join YouTube just for advice. Thank you, I think. Hey, love the channel and the content. P.S. Love your shirt. I support you 100%. Thanks, Nickers. I post, so watch. Yeah, I definitely will, Sheila. I'm interested. I have no clue. I don't know what the argument is. A or T is neuroticism, but on what scale? Like, so if it's using neuroticism and the big five, and it's like taking it, I was very low on neuroticism when I took the big five. I don't know what, see, I don't like conflict when I don't know the facts. Like, I haven't watched your videos. I know that the fucking Socionics idea that duels are the perfect pair is wrong. I find that duels duel a lot. They fight more than conflict. I find that conflicts, there's a lot there unless you're in a family dynamic where it's like a little bit hard to like get out of. That duels fight more. You should watch out for that. Just throwing that out there. Low means A. So that's aggressive. Ooh.
Looks like Hambo's been doing some work.
Has he?
Somebody get in trouble?
Knickers.
Somebody got in trouble. Good job, Hambone. I'm sure they deserved it. Okay, so
My idol? I don't like that word. I don't think you should.
I agree with that completely.
But I guess people admire. That's a good question. I've never thought about that.
Who's the old fucker? I guess that's me. Yes, Spencer Somerville. This seems to be something that
Oh my gosh.
the trolls are hammering tonight.
This is so good. Well, it is a full moon.
Yeah. Which types or functions are often drawn to take words in first place literal, like in jokes, for example? Well, there's, yeah, right? You know, sick of liars. The people who come in sort of pretending to be an ordinary person that's really a like a troll who's in another account kind of shit. Fuck those people, you know?
Yeah.
That's probably progress. you get 5 points, Spencer Somerville. You get 5 points for that.
What?
For being clever.
Yeah. In England, they like to call people who are smart clever.
No, unintended lying is not lying. It's being wrong or being mistaken. I agree. The world probably could use certainly less fighting, maybe more fucking. Probably plenty of fucking going on already. Yeah, I would say this: the world needs more people getting fucked, maybe. But
yeah.
Hambone?
But not getting
Can
fucked.
you help a Negro out, please? I'm being called a rapey uncle.
So's your face.
All right, I got him. And I would say the world needs more fucking for people who are not currently fucking, right? The world doesn't need the ESTP push slayer to slay more push. That's not going to help.
One of the articles that I was reading about today was actually about the hookup culture and how females actually dominate it nowadays, but that doesn't do anything.
Right. Should I be worried about ESP's fucking a girl? Depends what kind of girl you got, I guess. You know?
Who would go really well with an ESTJ?
ESTP?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, you got to watch out for the INFJs and the ENFJs. They're the ones who are going to be suckered in by that beta quadra shit first and foremost, because they're beta quadra. You know?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, beta quadra, right? NFJ females like alpha males.
Yeah.
And ESTPs are naturally alpha males. I'm an alpha ENTP. I'm an alpha male who's an ENTP. So I work fine for you. But I don't have a fundamental ESTP-ish kind of alpha male quality.
No.
So in that regard, like, I'm not worried about you, but I'm saying, to answer that question honestly, the first people you have to worry about, if you're with an INFJ especially INFJ, and you're not an ESTP, you got to worry about ESTPs getting on your chick. How do I get it up? Just fine.
How do you get it up? Do you use lotion? I hope you do, because if you dry rub, you're going to damage your penis. I've seen it. How old are you?
I'm 48. You know, you're not really going to land any damaging blows in this area.
Yeah. No,
I just don't really have a lot of
not at all.
things to be insecure about.
Exactly the same as a young guy does. Haphazardly. Woman is the worst race. So is dumb. Go there to meditate or masturbate.
Yeah, I smoke. Spencer Somerville. Sheila W., I am not challenging your identity. I'm telling you I disagree with you because you asked if Rachel would get me to agree with you. The answer is no, I won't agree with you. And yes, your 6-slot demonstrative FI is on fire right now, as ISFJ's 6-slot demonstrative FI typically is. There's no disputing that.
Greg, your vagina looks like that too. Telling stories lady all the time. No, Spencer. Where his parents? Jack. You shouldn't give unsolicited advice. No one likes unsolicited advice.
Jack Goff, I got some advice for you. I'll tell you what. I'll follow yours if you follow mine. My advice is, Jack Goff, you shouldn't breathe. Okay? So I'll quit smoking as soon as you quit breathing. Well, I'm glad to hear that you've got such a valid warrant for your unsolicited advice. Your uncle has cancer. Well, maybe you should be at the hospital caring about your uncle rather than telling me shit on the internet, Jack Goff.
Yes, Jean Grey, you can have a cigar. Absolutely.
He has a hole in his chest or in his throat. Me too. It's called my
I'm
mouth.
assuming your wife loves your joke. I do. You're welcome, Jean Grey. I have amazing eyesight. So does he.
You must have good eyesight.
So why do I want to see him through a voice box?
Yeah, I can read the chat from over there.
Who, your uncle? I don't want to hear your
Oh, we got another
uncle.
mod in the mix. So
Ooh,
my laziness
the
is about to be
introversy. Is that Susie?
easy.
Butt color! Eyes, butt color. Why are you asking that?
Hey everybody, did you hear the news Jack shared with us? Apparently cancer's bad.
So it's bad attitude.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought cancer was bad? Jack, thanks for coming and spreading the news. This in the Wall Street Journal today?
So, Jack, if my husband gets cancer, he won't sound the same. I mean, like, are you basing everything off of his voice? I mean, get right or get your nose in the corner, bitch.
Greg Drager, surely you can do better work in the world than scolding me about my smoking habits. Is that how you try to do good work in the world? That's what you're claiming. This is how I do good. I scold other people about their business. Oh, well, that's very moral of you.
Are you 10? Are you PewDiePie's friend? Everything causes cancer. Like your bad attitude causes cancer. Literally, they've done studies on it. Like I'm not.
Your weak ass trolling is currently making blood pour out of my anus onto the floor. You can't see it because the chair is blocking it, but it's true. That's how dangerous your bad trolling is. If you were trolling in a more clever or successful way, then blood wouldn't be pouring out of my anus onto the floor.
Jack, can you just go to a cancer support group, they'll be more helpful to you at this time. I'm sorry.
All right, that's it. I'm giving you metaphysical penis cancer. Now you got it. I'm a licensed metaphysician. I can give people metaphysical diseases as well as take them away. And I didn't make any Hippocratic oath. You now have metaphysical penis cancer. You're welcome. Huh? No, you're not being a nice guy. You're being a guy who's afflicted with metaphysical penis cancer. So, you need to go get metaphysical radiation treatment for it. Does my wife smoke? My wife does whatever she wants. Let's do a tarot for the troll army. Let's see what kind of evening the trolls are having.
I'm doing my hair like the trolls.
I bet they're having fun. I bet they're having a good evening. This is an exciting adventure for them because I'm engaging them as they wish. They, meanwhile, are adding to the view time total of my live stream.
In the 90s,
Despite themselves.
trolls were dolls that mostly females collected. Some males did too. That when you rubbed their bellies, which had a gem on them, you would get a wish and it would come true. So I guess, trolls maybe aren't that bad and you're giving them a bad name.
Here you go, trolls. This is your card. You have arrived. Success. Ambition. Advent. 3 of Rye. You're supposed to stay here and keep trying to troll indefinitely. Okay?
You came to the right life.
You are home. You are home where you belong. Spencer Somerville, welcome. Continue adding to my stats. Jack Goff. Please, your wise and witty repartee is without equal. You need to stay here and continue insulting me under the guise of caregiving. It's so convincing. We're all completely convinced by it.
Caregiving.
Now, here's a card for your penis. Victory, triumph. You got the 6 rods. Kudos. Your penis is in for a good day tomorrow. Jack off. I think you're going to spend the whole day jacking off, and it's just going to be man-seed from ceiling to floor.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, Greg Granger. You guys are really working a theme here, aren't you? Let's see what Greg Granger's got in store for him tomorrow. Heartache. Well, no wonder. No wonder you're such a shitty person. You're full of grief and heartache. Full of grief and heartache. Breakup. Your girlfriend is currently having sex with somebody else.
Spencer and Greg, they have like alliterations. Spencer's.
Yeah. Jack off, Spencer, Somerville, Greg Granger. They may all be the same person on 3 different computers. Very possible. One on a phone, one on he's got a phone, a computer, and a laptop or something. Yeah, it's great. Marlboro Red cigarettes. May I just take this moment to do a little advertising for my favorite brand of cigarettes. Hey, Greg Granger, you're a witty guy. I look like a cigarette, huh? Which part of me is yellow and which part of me is white? The Marlboro Red cigarette, America's finest tobacco product. My shirt says talking with famous people, motherfucker. The thing you're hanging out at right now. All right, Matthew. One boob only. There you go. I'm not even playing it burlesque style. Just boom.
Do you work
Bam.
for Google, you guys?
Yeah, can you boost my search results? I'll put them on timeout at some point. I'm still having fun with them. When I'm done having fun, I'll put them on timeout. I'm not gonna block them because, like I said, they do add to the stats. They're good for the channel. Yeah, they really do care a lot about me. You can tell they care a lot.
No,
they keep complaining about
they
my bad
care about
habits.
the uncle because he has a hole in his throat and he has cancer.
I know. It's really, really tragic, and we feel for you. We feel for you, and we respect your serious name, Jackoff. You're going to the grocery store for the second time tonight. Should you get some Florida's Natural? Rhetorical question. Obviously, the answer is pretty straightforward. It's a foregone conclusion. What's the answer, Rachel?
Yes.
There you go. Yes, you should get some Florida's Natural.
Aw, Jean Grey almost has empathy.
Sure.
Um,
Oh, this sassy gal sold me.
or you want to touch stupid people? What a waste of time. Just
Hmm.
having fun with it. Whoa, Eric, I figured it out. It's Kim. Think about it. I mean, Kim can't really. I mean, there's a couple things you can do to fuck up my shit still, but very, very little. You know.
Nice. Matthew too. Spencer Somerville.
Hey,
Someone's
Jim,
angry.
yeah, great grandeur got a little frustrated that it's not working.
Yeah,
Exactly, horse mumbler. The Ghost Rider says, I'm okay without Kim. She was too angry.
I didn't even know that.
We've got some real anti-smoking advocates here.
Do you vape?
I agree with horse mumbler entirely. Organic tobacco is worse than Marlboro Red.
Yes, that the one with the Native American on it,
Yeah, those are the
Naturals or
worst.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are,
they're
and a
horrible.
lot of people like them.
Yeah, they're not good for you. You should smoke Marlboro Reds. It's the best cigarette for you. You can tell by the stiff chemical bite of Marlboro Red that it's good for your lungs.
Mm.
Yeah, we can. Things seem lighter now that Rachel is here. I love it. Well,
Thank
I
you, Sandra.
I will say this, that my client said the other day, like, you seem really relaxed, happy. Hambone, can you I don't know, do
Cancer
something
in your butt.
something to jack off?
That's what it is. He has so much smoke up his ass. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Go ahead and get
I figured
free
it
D
out.
right away.
You're an asshole.
Free D. Oh, look, it's some other unrelated party here saying the same thing. Wow, how odd.
D.
How odd that all these different people are coming in and saying the same thing.
It's about time for a lot of them to go to bed, and they're not. They're in bed on YouTube.
You know what my hypothesis is? It's C.S. Joseph.
And his family.
What is happening is here a breeding station of trolls. We're not breeding any trolls. We got them well in hand. Hambone's here laying the lumber. I'm being a fireball from any trolls. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah, it's just like duck hunt.
Yeah. B.S. Joseph. How much does he charge? 300?
A little less. I think it's like 290 or something. Oh. The thing is, I wouldn't begrudge him it if he did something worthwhile. It's like if there's any hint of legitimacy or something to it, you know, maybe he'd go, okay, well. But it's like I've never seen him ever do or say anything. He's like completely incompetent. He might as well just be throwing darts at a board.
Well, yeah. Well, his own.
Man Thong Long, I bet you are going to transition to trolling here pretty soon. I just have this feeling.
Really?
I just have a feeling.
I want to know if his
Road to 6K, keep it up.
Thank you. It's true. Your channel is
Nice.
whiteboard.
You know what? The trolls are getting timed out, so I wouldn't stress too much. Do you watch INFP coffee content? I have never watched it, even when it was the two of them. My balls. Do they hang water with my dick? Yeah, sometimes. For sure, they sometimes do. Depends on the state of things.
Oh, I know. when I heard about that too, it was relatable in like both ways.
How did she lose? What do you mean she lost a close friend? What happened?
They're not doing the
Hey, I was right about Marathon Long.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wears a banana hammock and he wouldn't answer my question. Love your smile, Thane. It brightens the room. Thane's the name of your dick, isn't it?
Who's Thane? The INTJ girl left her. Were they lesbians or what?
Who?
INTJ, INFP.
No, they're good friends.
So what do you mean she left her? Like they broke
The
up their
channel.
friendship? Or what?
Yeah, the channel and the friendship. Boom, done.
Why? What happened? Like
Kind of not really known. Like the INTJ girl just, I don't know.
she won't explain it?
She said, I can't do this. She had been going through some stuff like personally, and then she texted the other girl. The INTJ texted the INFP to say like, I can't do this anymore.
What does Thane mean? You ever heard that word before?
No.
It's some sort of slang term. I mean, that would have been fine for those two to be lesbians. They would have been a cute couple. I would have watched them scissor. That would have been fine.
I think that she is, I don't know, maybe.
Actually, when I first saw Rachel, I thought she was an ENFP, but after repeated live streams, I know for sure she's definitely an FP person, so obvious.
Yeah.
Right. You know, King and Christian Sarpico, appreciate you saying that because it seems pretty obvious to me she's not an ENFP. Like, how anybody would think that, I don't know. But she kept getting that, and people have said it since, too, I think, you know.
Yeah. In Socionics, I tested ENFJ.
People with low FI in general don't mind shitting on other people for fun, especially on the internet. I don't blame them. Which is great. I don't shit on people that much. I do a little bit sometimes.
What?
He's basically saying people with low FI like me don't mind shitting on people on the internet. Like, that person's fucking stupid, whatever.
Oh, yeah, no, why?
But people with more high FI are more comfortable or more uncomfortable shitting on people. Well, I'm saying I don't think I really shit on people that much considering how I got. All right, I'll do that trade. Would you like to help with this trade?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because you hold this, and I'm gonna have to use another broken. Yeah.
Ah.
You hold this, and then I'll have to spark this. By the power vested in me as Archpastor of the Elohim Church, do I hereby transubstantiate this bond Alexander Cruz in exchange for chicken pot pie transubstantiation? I think I got some of the chicken pot pie. I think Rachel might have gotten a little taste of the chicken pot pie too. Can you taste it?
Yeah, I can.
You can taste the carrots.
Good.
Yeah, I can taste the carrots in there. It's good.
They're good.
Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Alexander Cruz. This is the first time anybody transubstantiated chicken pot pie to me. I couldn't even tell. I could not even tell. I could have sworn that was chicken. That's some great turkey pot pie. It tastes just like chicken pot pie. All I need is a moist INTP. Hello there. What type are you? Hello there. INFJ?
He said ENFP.
Oh, ENFP. You don't want a moist INTP. No. That's not a good idea. That won't work. Your polar TI that won't work. You want an INFP, maybe, is what you want. When you say you want a moist INTP, what you mean is, I want an INFP. Thane is an Anglo-Saxon word that means one who serves, basically a minor lord who is a retainer of a more prominent earl or king.
I don't really feel like a thing in that regard. I don't know who the more prominent Earl or King that I would feel beholden to would be. You have more moisture than I, true Isaiah Rude, but less moisture than a lake.
Yeah.
Hello there, ENFP. You know, I will say there does seem to be a strong link between FI and horniness.
Handball, that's not true.
It's called growing up, Handball.
Moist INFP.
It's called growing up. Well, you know, you gotta own your identity. You gotta own your ontology. Your ontology is such that moderatorhood climbed up and grabbed onto you, saying you are the host for me. Moderatorhood chose you. You did not choose moderatorhood.
Mm-hmm.
You have to own this transition into a greater stage of self-development that it announces. Oh, Hambone, those were nice days, but look, now you're badass. Yeah, you had some great strengths. Those were great times. You're still funny. You're still funny. You're badass.
Yeah.
Right now, you're just exploring your badassery. Okay. I have no doubt you'll return to your comedic roots.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Now you have real power. You're more attractive. Well, thanks, Ghostwriter. I assume you're talking to me.
I'll take that.
I'll take it. Yeah, sure. I do have more power than I used to. I've ever had before, but it's because I'm in love, and it's pretty good. You know, and it changes who you are. Like, it's nice. It's really nice. I will eat this 1.5 liters of vanilla ice cream in under 3 days. It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's not that much ice cream.
No. Aww.
Oh, you're talking to Hambone. That makes a lot more sense than talking to me there in that context. Dad sound. Anything I need to clean up. I need to run and clean up anything real
I
quick.
don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I do think that marks the time to call this very long live stream to an end. Let's just call it a wrap because we're going to have lots of dad time in a moment. So I'm going to go and help dad put mom to bed. And, right, both children, remember that. Okay, talk to you all later. Bye.